you have a budget?
Hold on, Pat. Maybe
hasn't bought a hoodie in a while.
You don't need to be a kept man. Maybe you don't need to be a trophy husband. You could just be my partner in this very good venture.
There you go.
And that's how you're going to make money.
I'm in.
Done.
So of all the people on the show, Pat's the one you're hiring as your
Well, because he
business
seems
partner?
hungry for a check.
Oh.
I know he's going to work hard.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing is he said he doesn't want to work
he's
at
gonna-
all.
Cam is
He's going to
What?
work hard
What are you
with a
talking
clear
about?
payoff in the end.
That's
He
right.
wants to do nothing.
The second ankle
But
candy makes
here's
it,
the
he's
thing.
out.
You have to work hard to be a trophy spouse.
Yeah, you think being a trophy wife is easy?
Yeah.
Your
You
job
gotta
is
stay-
to
you
look
gotta stay on
good.
top of it. You got to go to the gym.
You got to work out. Hair is
the
done,
wellness
nails done.
routine,
Hair
exactly.
done, nails done,
Well,
everything
he ain't got to
did.
worry about the hair, though.
Yeah, but you have like
He's got no hair.
you have
The
a
outfit
trainer.
has to be right.
Yeah, there you go.
You have
have
your
to
own
be-
makeup crew. Like you have all that
Expensive.
done for you, basically.
Real quick, speaking of being hungry, Nuno was eating oatmeal this morning. He's officially rounded the corner of being an old man. I've worked with him for 9 years. Never once have I seen him eating oatmeal. I think he's just an old guy now.
Oatmeal is not strictly for the elderly. Oatmeal's awesome.
Well,
Oatmeal's disgusting.
Oatmeal's,
I love
oatmeal's for
oatmeal.
old people.
Oatmeal's disgusting.
She's thinking about this business.
It's a
Mallow
great
oatmeal.
source of protein, Pat.
Oatmeal is a very hearty, good breakfast
No,
item.
the stuff you
No,
put
it's
in
not.
oatmeal is good. The oatmeal in and of itself is awful.
Michelle, when's the last time you ate oatmeal? Exactly.
I'd eat it right now, though. I love oatmeal. I used to have the peaches and cream oatmeal when I was a kid,
You like the peaches and cream.
and the strawberries and cream.
You like the strawberries and cream.
remember
You
those
don't
from back
like
in the
the
day?
oatmeal.
Remember those from back
it's
in the day?
only the stuff
The
that you
little
put
packet?
in the oatmeal. Nobody likes oatmeal by itself.
That slapped. Also, shout out to toaster strudels. Used to have those a lot, too. Remember
Those
those?
are good. Kenny here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon.
Michelle here. Look, in sports, the best teams know when to make their move. Sherwin-Williams is making theirs with their summer sale. We're talking 30% off select paints and stains, or 35% off their new product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. You know, I've been looking at these studio walls. They could use a little more red. Get that cardinal spirit going. Yeah, I like that. You can order online for delivery or swing by your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Whoop, just doing some roofing on another lovely Wisconsin day. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, it's just roofing done the old-fashioned way. Do you need shingles? Let's mingle, for a Wisconsin tradition never dwindles. So raise a glass, shake a hand for this old-fashioned brand. Whoop, that's old-fashioned roofing.
It's ESP Wisconsin's Ben Bruss here for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of the house this summer and enjoy a great weekend at Road America, located conveniently between Milwaukee and Green Bay in Elkhart Lake. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. Camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in racing your way. It's more than a race, it's a full-day experience. Up next is the Moto Sports Car Endurance Grand Prix featuring IMSA, July 30th through August 2nd. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com.
This summer, turn up the tradition. Join us July 24th through 26th at the Henry Meyer Festival Park for Germanfest Milwaukee. Experience authentic German food, live music, cultural exhibits, family fun, the Pink Energy Run, Dachshund Derby, and backed by popular demand, Vox Club. Then kick off the weekend at our opening ceremony on Friday, July 24th at 5 p.m. in the Oktoberfest tent. We have a special surprise planned that you won't want to miss. Plus, be part of our history at the first ever Germanfest Polka Mass. For more info, visit germanfest.com.
That refresh you've been putting off until the right deal came along? It's here! Wayfair's Black Friday and July sale is happening now, so you can finally get the style you've been waiting for less. Get up to 80% off area rugs and up to 60% off outdoor and bedroom furniture. Shop Wayfair's huge selection of styles and find the piece to fit your style, budget, and space. Plus, free shipping. Black Friday in July ends July 27th. Shop today at wayfair.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Milwaukee Weight Loss knows the secret to losing up to a pound of fat every day with no drugs or surgery, and they'll show you how to keep it off for good. Get your confidence and your health back right now. $200 off the summer special for limited time only. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to book your free consultation. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI-HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Before we get to all the pressing sports content, LOL, pressing. I have got to start.
What happened?
Nothing happened per se, but did you see this text that Joshy sent us?
Recently?
Wait, does it matter if it was recent or not?
Yeah,
Did you see
it kind of does. I don't have my phone on me at all times.
So smart. Oh, you know what?
Do you have it? Is it in proximity?
No, I am so good, Chew. Once I'm done with the show, I set the phone aside in the house. I'm not walking around with it. I'm doing my things. I do not want my phone on me.
No.
It is a joy sucker. It sucks your joy.
Yes, but I get yelled at times because I'll throw it on the charger or I won't turn the ringer back on. Obviously, I've been yelled at on this show for having it on. I'm like, I don't live by my phone. It might be an hour before I go and check my phone. I don't care.
Same.
It doesn't run my life.
I'm the same. Okay, but hold on. For that, I just want to throw this out there. I was just talking with the guys over on 620, and I saw a post recently that said that the key to happiness is savoring. So stay with me for a moment.
Okay.
The key to happiness is when you are in a moment, any given moment. It doesn't even have to be a special moment. Just being present in it, right? Not watching the concert through your phone, not sitting along with your friends with your phone open, like all of those things. And I said, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Like being able to be present and enjoy the moment that you're actually in is the key to happiness. Not money, not, status,
Totally
not all
agree.
of these things that you think will bring you happiness, but rather savoring the moments that you have. Anyway, so that's a side note. What I was going to say is this. We talked last week. You did a great list. I want to give you credit for it. Maybe it was this week, actually. 2 days ago, actually.
I don't think it was.
Yes.
Josh didn't like the State Farm?
Yes, State Fair.
The State Fair?
Yeah. You saw, you did the list. And the Minnesota State Fair was on the list of the top 10 state fairs in the country.
Yes.
So the Minnesota State Fair has lost its marbles. Just absolutely bananas. This year at the Minnesota State Fair, Old Ranch Hand, a ranch dressing flavored cream ale blending smooth malt with hints of buttermilk, herbs, and spices, served with a ranch salt rim.
That sounds disgusting.
I had the same reaction.
We overdo ranch in this country. And I wonder if the World Cup soccer fans had anything to do with that. Because did you see that TSA was telling people you cannot travel with gallons of ranch because these people from other countries have never had ranch. They love it here. They were buying gallons of it and putting it in their carry-on.
Yes, I
which I can appreciate.
It's fantastic.
But I think ranch When is the last time you used ranch on a salad?
I don't use ranch. You know what I do use ranch occasionally for is my chicken wings.
I'm a blue cheese guy.
I like blue cheese as well.
Yeah.
But if they don't have a blue cheese option, I'll do a dunker in the ranch.
Yes, as do I.
I said the same thing when Joshy sent this over. I said, I wonder if this was influenced by the phenomenon that is ranch dressing after the World Cup, because I saw those same posts, I saw that same stuff of the people who came over and were like, this is the greatest thing ever. I got to bring it back with me. And TSA was like, you got to put it in your check bag. We can't allow you to put it through your carry-on.
You might not know this, but does the Minnesota State Fair have a shtick like Wisconsin does? Wisconsin's is deep fry whatever.
Maybe, again, don't know. It seems like a fair thing, though. It seems like fairs try to come up with every year these oddball, these weird concoctions. You know, Dario, my husband, has judged the Sporkies for several years. Or I don't know if he's been a judge or he's emceed the...
He does the cream puffs.
He also has done the cream puffs. Yes, he'll never live that down. Great. Fantastic. So they do at the Wisconsin State Fair try to come up with unique, combinations of food, often on a stick, so that you can walk around and enjoy the scenery and whatnot while you're eating it. But why would you put ranch in beer? I don't understand again, it must have just been the phenomenon that ranch is of like everyone loves ranch, kids love ranch. Oh, kids shouldn't drink beer.
No.
I mean, what's next? Ketchup flavored beer? Would you drink a ketchup flavored beer?
Those two things don't think like they go hand in hand. And that's to the point where I don't even think I'll try it. You get a gag reflex when you just hear it.
Well, are you planning on going up to Minnesota anytime soon?
I'm big on, you know what? No, but I hear it's a wonderful state fair, and I love state fairs.
That's true. You will go to this year's state fair?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How many times?
Oh, we have a group.
Just go the one time?
People are trying to pierce the group.
What?
So we have a group of 2, 4, 6, 8 of us that go, and we've been going every year for probably the last 8 years.
Uh-huh.
And that's where we bought the palm tree.
The palm tree.
So this year, because most years we buy, something for the house. I guess this year we're going to get a golf cart. Because golf carts are now, street legal golf carts are allowed in Okachi.
Really?
Yeah. So I think that's...
Okay.
Yeah, there's a good chance that's on the list.
Having never been in the market for a golf cart, what are you looking for in a golf cart?
What am I?
Yeah.
Big tires. Shiny.
Yeah.
High off the ground, maybe little speakers on it.
I think you got to go with the seat in the back facing the opposite way.
100%. You can't just have two-seater.
Yeah.
Well, we just went to, we floated down Sugar River, and we went to a campground that's not far away to a restaurant. The golf cart market now is unbelievable. Yeah. It's hardly even looks like a golf cart. It just looks like what are they, ATVs? Not
well, they got the Raptors. Have you seen those things?
Yeah.
They're kind of like moon looking things. Those are cool.
They just look like luxury vehicles with no doors.
But the other thing I think I want is a unicorn. Bless you.
A unicorn?
A unique horn.
I don't know what that is.
I mean,
like you hit the horn and go Paco. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool,
Was
right?
that Foxy Lady by chance?
Now, I'm out on a lot of people have the Green Bay car. A lot of people have the Wisconsin. I'm out on that stuff.
Yeah, you in sports.
Yeah, that's just not my deal. So we'll see.
I didn't know you could buy golf carts at the Wisconsin State Fair. Now, I've been in the Expo Center. That's how I ended up with my sauna. So I understand that you can buy big stuff, right? Hot tubs. You first walk into the Expo Center. They've got all the hot tubs there. Massage chairs. You can get the massage chairs.
Palm
I know that
trees.
you can get what?
Palm trees.
Yes. Thanks to you, I know you can get palm trees.
Have
you told the palm tree story? I mean, when we say palm trees, do you think that there are loyal listeners out there who don't know what we're talking about?
Probably. It's the metal palm trees at a place. I think it's in Kansas. They make them, and they're super cool. They almost look like like from the dinosaur era.
Does your palm tree light
But
up?
here's my problem.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
The palm tree was up there a little bit. I mean, it's
Pricey.
kind of a stupid thing to get.
Hey, you
right?
said it, not me.
Would you stupid? Kind of like unnecessary, maybe.
It is certainly not a necessity. It's more in the decorative realm.
I never say a thing. And I have a wedding next weekend in Colorado.
Oh, here we go.
Which I'm going with number 4. And I hear about it constantly.
This is a suit story.
Yeah. I don't think it's fair.
So what you're saying is, since you said nothing about the metal palm tree that
Correct.
is not a necessity, you should be therefore granted the ability to go on this trip to this wedding and not get guff about it.
I think there should be a statute of limitations. That's all I'm saying. It should last for maybe one more year, and then it has to go.
I think the underrated part of this conversation is that quid pro quo absolutely exists in relationships.
Yes.
Right? Like, there's always at least one person in the relationship, right? Your husband, your wife, your partner, whatever,
Yeah.
who believes in quid pro quo, which is to say, I didn't give you beef about this. You shouldn't give me beef about
Correct.
insert scenario here.
I am a huge, and it's this tit for tat.
We know.
Really? Do I do it on the show?
Feign shock. Feign shock.
Yeah. Which is fair. I think it's totally fair.
One of these days, you're going to have to tell the suit story, though. You keep dancing around it, and all of our loyal listeners are very interested in knowing how all of this went down.
Statute of limitations are still.
He doesn't feel comfortable. I like the idea of the golf carts. Hypothetically speaking, if someone were to have purchased a lake house within the last few months, and the community around said hypothetical lake house is very pro, not golf cart, but the other thing, not the ATV either. It's like a mid, it's like a hybrid. It's like if those two got together and had a baby.
Not a rap. You know
I
what
don't
a
know what
raptor
raptors, I
looks
gotta
like?
look. You keep saying raptor. I should probably just look it up.
Raptors are cool. I don't think you're talking raptor. But how far is your house to the waterfront?
Hypothetically speaking.
Because it's a lot of people have them for that reason, because some of the houses are 100.
Are you talking about like a gator?
What's a gator? I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, with a dump bucket
Just
on
so
the
you
back
guys
of
know,
it?
none of these things are helping me look them up because raptor, I got a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just put
Raptor's
ATV.
also a truck.
Yeah, that's what showed up also. Yeah, similar to a gator, but yes, similar to a gator, but not with the tank on the back, like the hauling space on the back.
Okay.
I'll have to take a picture next time I see it. There's actually a store for them, hypothetically speaking.
Interesting.
Well, a lot of these communities are going to, like in Florida, you can drive those. Then they rent them. You can drive them anywhere as long as they're street legal.
Yep.
UTV, someone on the talk and text line said, is it a UTV? Maybe. Utility terrain vehicle, utility task vehicle, something like that. But they are literally just for bopping around, right? Getting from your neighbor's house to your neighbor's house to maybe the park. I don't know, zip into the grocery store and BT dubs, depending on where said lake house might be. Lot of tractor traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of tractor.
Okay. Well, you could get a tractor.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Yeah.
I have a question because the ranch beer was one of the things, and Darren Ravel, for some reason, has exclusive import on unique food and drink items.
The quarterback? Coach?
Darren Ravel?
Yeah.
No.
Who am I
Are you
thinking of?
thinking Bevel?
Yes. It was close.
The other thing that they added was a white chocolate pickle cookie, which is now on the stream.
That just does not.
OMG.
Yeah.
no.
It's like pickles and milk.
I want
No.
Chewy to take a look at this picture. I thought it was a sandwich that you were showing me. Spin this thing around for you real quick. He's got the stream there. You can take a look at that. That's a cookie, Chew.
Oh, that looks gross.
A pickle cookie? We can't just be shoving You know what? Never mind.
Yeah. No, that sounds disgusting. Didn't they try to deep fry beer, though, at Wisconsin State Fair?
Did they?
Josh?
Wouldn't it just evaporate?
No, what they typically do is like mix a beer in with a batter and then make. Because remember, they did fried butter, but it was really just batter with butter in it. And yeah, there's all sorts of unique ways to simulate or to make it seem like it.
Now, we talk about this, and we'll wrap things up pretty quickly here, but we talked about this a few summers ago when we did the snake sausage here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, and we were talking about snake sausage. So we went out and grilled snake sausage outside the station, and we taste tested it. It was quite lovely, actually. I really enjoyed it. Never had it again, but take it for what it's worth. But this feels like one of those, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Pickle cookie would be way up there, just so you guys know. A pickle cookie would be high on the list of weirdest things I've ever eaten. And we had chocolate-covered crickets.
Those are fine.
Well, we had the seasoned crickets here, right? Grasshoppers?
Yeah. Yes. They were fine. But that kind of stuff makes your stomach turn. Like, why do women want pickles when they're pregnant?
No idea.
Salt? Sodium?
Maybe.
Because the idiots down south that I used to play would the next morning after a hard one would open the jar and just drink the pickle juice.
Oh, yeah. I think
I'm like, there's better ways of.
It's just a ton of salt, so you're getting your electrolytes back.
Have a Gatorade.
People do. It's healthier than I would imagine because Gatorade's got a lot of sugar. But people do that. Like some like professional teams have pickle juice on the sideline now.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way. But I will say this: Ange found these things on. No, where does she get them? She got them from someone. They're patches that you get on Amazon.
Patches, like the nicotine patch,
like a nicotine patch, but it's for hangovers.
Interesting.
And you put the patch on right before you start to drink. And I tell you what, they work.
That sounds like voodoo.
They
that
work.
sounds like voodoo.
But you know what? And then I had my son, the savant, who's like, that's just Advil in the form of a patch.
Oh, interesting. And then it seeps
So I
into
wonder
your
what it
skin.
really is.
Yeah.
But well, hey, I'll do anything.
Just for a PSA, Chew, you said something about pregnant women wanting the pickle.
Yeah.
Some do not. Okay, just want to put that out there. That
Is that you?
No, I'm just saying that some women, when they're pregnant, do not want the pickle. There it is. Okay, we'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Josh is shaking his head behind the glass. That is a PSA is what that is, Joshy, okay? People out there need to know that not everyone, okay, has the same affinity.
I'm going to leave it alone.
When they're pregnant. We got a lot of stuff to get to this morning. Brewers get a win yesterday. They are really rolling. Joey Ortiz, Christian Yelich, who we talked about earlier this week on the program. Should they move him? Should they bench him? Yelly coming up clutch yesterday in a win for the Brewers and your Green Bay Packers. Lots of questions about what they need to do. Who is the rookie that you think will pop this year? Who is the rookie player that you think will have the biggest impact on the Green and Gold success this season? All that and more coming up as Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
North and southbound 94 closed in Racine County between Highway K and Highway 20. Both directions there, so just be extra careful. Give yourself tons of time. You're going to need to go on either the frontage roads or some of the other alternate routes, but that is going to be affecting your ride for sure. Now we've got another issue. This is on the ramp from 175 southbound to eastbound 94. That ramp is closed because of a crash, so heads up with that. Westbound on 94 got delays from just before 35th Street all the way to 60th. That's westbound. Eastbound from Mitchell Boulevard to 35th. Northbound on 41, slowing from Mayfair Road all the way to Capitol. Southbound from Appleton Avenue down to Capitol as well. Traffic is brought to you by Sewer Ninjas. Just like we help you avoid traffic backups, Sewer Ninjas helps homeowners avoid sewer backups with camera inspections, drain cleaning, and trenchless repairs. Learn more at sewerninjas.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Touch warmer, sunny with a high of 77. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Get ready, Milwaukee. Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. from Dugout 54 on Blue Mound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Kick off your day with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Score awesome Yingling prizes. Enjoy great food and ice-cold Yingling, then cheer on the first-place crew as they take on Colorado. Nothing says summer like baseball, friends, and America's oldest brewery. We'll see you Saturday at 6 p.m. at Dugout 54 on Blue Mound. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Mike Wood here from Callan. Are your interior doors dated, warped, or mismatched? Now's the time to think about replacement, and this month only save up to 20%. New interior doors help completely transform the look and feel of your home. From a single hallway to an entire floor, the process is simple from start to finish with professional installation from Callan. But don't wait, this special offer ends July 31st. Request your consultation today at callcallan.com and click the green button. Callan, design, build, live.
Ready for a weekend you won't forget? Get to the Brewers Series against the Rockies Friday, July 24th through Sunday the 26th. There's a game for every fan. See a Brewers postgame alumni legends game on Friday. Then collect a Brewers Guess Who giveaway Saturday night, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Looking for an unbeatable family day? Join the crew Sunday when the first 5,000 kids get a local artist t-shirt giveaway designed by Unfinished Legacy. Get tickets at brewers.com.
Hey, it's Jen Latta. One thing I've learned while working with 2-Day Painting is that great communication makes all the difference. Their team walked me through every step of my exterior painting project, from color selection to scheduling and project completion. They've also won the Top Choice Award 5 years in a row, and after working with them, I understand why. Every project includes a free color consultation to help bring your vision to life. Schedule your free estimate today at 2daypainting.com. That's 2daypainting.com, and tell them Jen sent you.
It's a winning explosion at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This July, Winplosion rockets in, bursting with $300,000 in cash and reward play. For your shot at winning, just play with your rewards card. Then join us for the Thursday night prize drawings. Plus, every Winplosion entry also counts toward the big WinFest Grand Finale in September. It's Winplosion. Big bang, big bucks. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
You never know when someone you care about might need a place like Curative Care. For more than a century, Curative Care has been helping children, adults, and families across southeast Wisconsin navigate developmental disabilities and find the support they need to thrive. They help families every step of the way, from early childhood through adulthood. They connect parents with resources, provide guidance through challenging times, and create a community where people truly belong. If you know someone who may be looking for answers and support for a loved one with developmental disabilities, visit curative.org. That's curative.org. Do it today.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Gabe, it'll change your life. Any barbecue you eat for the rest of your life will be measured against Buc-ee's.
On 94.5 ESPN.
If you're buying or building a new home, Great Midwest Bank will help guide you every step of the way. How do I know this? Because Great Midwest Bank has helped me and my family every step of the way with our home purchases. You can get fast and flexible mortgage pre-approvals straight from Great Midwest Bank's knowledgeable and, most importantly, local loan officers. From start to finish, bank with confidence. You can see all of their customizable products at greatmidwestbank.com. It's Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender. Which Packers rookie will have the biggest impact on the team's success in 2026? I think this is really interesting because, and we're going to talk about it a little bit later in the show, the question is always, how much impact can rookies actually have? You know?
Well, are you talking positive impact or negative impact?
Okay, it's fair nuance that we should establish. I was saying positive impact.
Okay.
Do you fear that there is a rookie who will have a big negative impact on?
I think, well, most rookies at some point in time have a little bit of a negative. Because if you look at last year's rookies, Savion Williams, big fumble in a game, a little lazy with the ball. He really didn't. Yeah, he was more of a jet sweep guy than anything, but I do remember that play because it was pivotal in that game. Anthony Belton started out meh, and then got better as he went along. Just who would you say was the best rookie from last year, or the most impactful in a positive way?
Good question, Joshy. Who was the most impactful rookie last season? It wasn't Matthew Golden.
I think it has to be Belton, right?
Probably, but that's what I say about.
Because he became a starter by the end of the season.
But that's what I say about rookies. I mean, you just, yeah, you can count on them, but you can't count on them to be difference makers. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it does happen.
Although now
right?
looking at the list, Colin Oliver got a lot more snaps than I think we thought, right? Joshy, am I right on that with Colin Oliver's
No, I
snap
think he
count?
only appeared in one game.
Oh, shoot.
That
I
last
could be
game, yeah,
very wrong about that,
with the D end, Sorrell, and he looked the part, but still, that's why I can't.
Yeah, you're.
I can't bank on any
one
of these
regular
guys.
season appearance,
The
31 snaps.
Yeah, the only one you can say that's probably going to play a lot is Trey Smack.
Well, let's start with Trey Smack. Do you want to put him on this list?
Yes.
Because theoretically, if he is the starting kicker, which I think all things are trending to, and I know it's early, people say, like, well, let's get through training camp. Let's see if there actually is a competition between these kickers. But yes, theoretically, he will probably have the biggest impact on whether or not the Packers are successful or not this year.
Yeah.
After the kicker, is there a player you think is going to pop? Will it be DDS? Will it be Denai Dennis Sutton? Will it be Brandon Cisse? I guess there's a part of me that hopes it is Brandon Cisse. I guess there's a part of me that hopes that he wins a starting job opposite likely Keyshawn Nixon.
Yeah.
And then, is doing so well that he has a big impact on the defense, has a big impact on their win total.
Does this seem like the person most primed to make an immediate impact would be Brandon Cisse based on how we all feel about the cornerback?
Or the Burton kid on the offensive line.
There's a chance he starts.
As a 5th-round pick, though, I mean, I'm very suspect of things like that because if he is going to be the 6th man for the Packers on the offensive line this year, he's still a 5th-round pick and was passed up by a lot of teams and a lot of picks.
Of course, but if he beats out Anthony Belton at right guard, then therefore he's...
Would I put money on it? No.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't. Cisse seems like the logical choice. Went to South Carolina, played in the SEC. We all know that receivers can play there and they can run. But like I said, the transition from college to the pros are miles, and the offensive playbooks that he's going to go against are so much more complex. And you couple that with the fact that this coaching staff likes to really ease guys in, right?
Do we know if Gannon is going to follow that same path? Do
I
we know
would
if Gannon believes
think-
that philosophically?
I would think, unless he's glaringly better, then I don't think he won't be better than Keyshawn. Maybe the other corner he's got a shot to start, but I wouldn't think that's going to happen at the beginning of the season.
Interesting that a lot of people were high on DDS, Denai Dennis Sutton, coming into the draft. Joshy was one of them. He was, hoping that the Packers would pull the trigger and go ahead and get him. Do you see him having an impact this
No.
first season? Tell me why.
Stiff. That's why he went in, and like I've said, take it from a stiff who took a little while to become unstiff. He just looks he's a little bit of a project. I mean, I like the kid. He's big. He's long arms, which is important when you're an edge rusher. But I don't see him jumping Sorrell. Because Sorrell, that last game, even though he didn't play a lot, he looked good. He looked good. So
the problem with DDS is that is probably the most crowded room to try and break through, even though we don't know what we have in a lot of those guys, Brenton Cox Jr., Colin Oliver, Barron Sorrell. There's investment there that I don't think is matched in, say, the cornerback room, where even if DDS is the second or third best option, how often is he really going to be on the field? Because all those guys are probably going to be deserving of some sort of snaps. I think the only way he makes an instant impact is if he is
special teams.
No, is if he is so good, we can't keep him off the field.
But I do think that it's more likely that he contributes on special teams.
Yeah.
His rookie year. Now, again, special teams has been at times a bugaboo, an Achilles heel.
I believe he blocked multiple field goals in his college career.
That would be great. That would be a positive impact, Joshy.
Yes.
I would go ahead and give him a couple of hash marks for that, actually. 800-990-3776. We're looking at the rookie class for your Green Bay Packers as training camp is now just around the corner. We're trying to figure out which is going to have the biggest impact in 2026. I like the Brandon Cisse suggestion. I like the Danny Dennis Sutton suggestion, even though you guys are saying unlikely to start on defense because of some of the other guys the Packers have drafted and are ahead of them in the conveyor belt in the pipeline. But I think the guy who I'm most intrigued by is Jagger Burton, the offensive lineman, only because you are already hearing, this guy could be a starter. This guy is impressing people in minicamp. This guy, you know what I mean? So when those whispers and those conversations start creeping out of the early practices, and I know, Chew, you're always about all Oneida, too much gush. I think there's a chance that he could be one of the 5, and that would automatically mean he's having the most impact. Now, is it a positive impact or a negative impact? Great question by you, because the last thing you want is a rookie guy out there on the line protecting your franchise quarterback and messing things up.
Well, a lot of times, especially with big guys, and sometimes receivers come in too slight, and it takes a little while for them to get NFL strong and NFL big and ready. When I heard I can't remember, Joshy, what they call this guy, a beast or something like that, and then I looked at how many times he benched 225, and it was like 20. That's not a beast.
You were so mad at me when I told you that.
That is not.
Because I talked to some folks at Kentucky, obviously, and asked them for a scouting report on him. And I passed it on to you, and you were like, that's not great.
That's not a beast. And he'll get there. I mean, his body just has to mature and develop, and he needs years in the offseason to do that. But, I mean, offensive line that I played with, they're doing 225, 30-something times.
The words I had were workhorse, which is always a good thing,
which is
right?
good.
And then strong as an ox.
That's not an ox.
You did not like the strong as an ox
that
scouting
would
report
be
from the folks at Kentucky.
That would be a milk cow. Let's call it that.
Rude.
That's not an ox.
800-990-3776. We're going to put it on the Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. Refresh your home with roofing, siding, or windows, all backed by a lifetime workmanship warranty. InfinityExteriors.com. Which Packers rookie will have the biggest impact this season? Is it Brandon Cisse with the defensive backs? Is it Chris McClellan, who we didn't even mention? Again, we have talked about the position. Denied Dennis Sutton, or dislike is on there as well, Josh. You take a look at the poll there. Dislike, Jagger Burton. Let us know, 800-990-3776. This is relevant to another conversation that I saw percolating on social media about the Packers and other NFL teams, talking about the impact and the, I guess it was rating the youngest players on the team and where Green Bay came in as far as their young players go. We'll talk about that as Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on. Stick around.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Still seeing big delays north and southbound 94 being closed off in Racine County between Highway 20 and Highway K because of a crash, and big delays heading into those areas. So you might want to look at some of those alternate routes. Besides the frontage roads, you can head over to Highway 31 and use that through Racine itself. You can go west to Highway 45 and use that to get around it as well. Those are just other options. We've got westbound 94 backing up right through the stadium interchange from 35th to Hawley Road. Eastbound tightening from about Mitchell Boulevard to 35th Street. Northbound 41 still heavy from Mayfair up to Capitol. Southbound is slowing from Appleton Avenue past Capitol Drive almost to Burleigh. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Touch warmer, sunny with a high of 77. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
You're in charge of ordering boxes. Small boxes, really big boxes. You're in charge of tape, labels, mailers, bubble wrap, extra bubble wrap, just for fun. You're in charge of warehouse cleaning and safety supplies. Good thing there's Uline. Thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline makes it easy because you already do enough. Uline, we warehouse for you.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
It's time now for the Sewer Ninjas Minute of the Day, featuring helpful tips to protect your home and prevent costly repairs by staying one step ahead of sewer problems. From your local experts at Sewer Ninjas.
If you own an older home, especially before 1980, or you're thinking about buying one, there's one inspection you should never skip: the sewer inspection. Many sewer lines installed decades ago were made from clay or cast iron and can deteriorate over time. A simple camera inspection can identify roots, cracks, or deterioration long before sewage backs up in your basement, which is the responsibility of the homeowner and not the city. I'm Jordan with Sewer Ninjas, locally owned, Wisconsin proud, and here to help you protect your home.
This has been the Sewer Ninjas Minute of the Day, helping Wisconsin homeowners stay ahead of costly sewer problems 1 minute at a time. Learn more today at sewerninjas.com.
Hey, baseball fans. When the game's over, keep the fun of the season going at the award-winning Lake Lawn Resort on beautiful Delavan Lake. Trade the bleachers for the shoreline and the always-on-the-go schedule for total lakeside relaxation. Celebrate your own MVP moments with waterfront dining, golf, relaxing spa escapes, and family fun all season long. Just a short drive from Milwaukee, it's your home run getaway. Book your stay today at lakelawnresort.com and come find out for yourself why everything is better at the lake.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm telling you, don't doubt his story, because he heebie-jeebies at certain times to miss field goals.
Yeah.
Gabe, I showed you how he does the heebie-jeebies,
Heebie-jeebie,
right?
heebie-jeebie, heebie-jeebie.
You take your
heebie-jeebie.
fingers and you rub them back and forth on your thigh and you go heebie-jeebie, heebie-jeebie. Swear the guy bats 100%. So to call him a liar and he puts a curse on you?
Look, I'm not
Stupid.
calling him a liar.
Yeah, you are.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I think this conversation dovetails nicely into what we were just discussing, which is who is the rookie that you think is going to have the biggest impact on the Green Bay Packers in the upcoming season. We did put it on the Infinity Exterior Twitter poll. It's available on the YouTube stream as well. Cisse McClellan, Dennis Sutton, and Burton are your candidates that you can vote from. Go ahead and get your voice heard on the Infinity Exteriors poll. ESPN put out a list. I know, it's list season. You love it, you hate it, whatever. We're almost through it. Ranking NFL teams by under 25 talent. Now, again, first and foremost, this is totally an arbitrary number, right? Like, totally an arbitrary number.
Mm-hmm.
But when you consider that at least for a very long time, it did appear as though Brian Gutekunst and company were trying to have one of the younger teams in the league. I believe they held that distinction last year and the year before, maybe even the year before that. I don't think that they hold it any longer. But we have also seen Brian Gutekunst go out and get older players, sort of break form a little bit. So what does this mean? Well, this is just how, again, impactful are the youngest players on the team. And I suppose you could go a step further, too, and say, how well are these teams drafting, right? Are you drafting so well that these players are having an immediate impact on your team's success? If you're interested in the methodology, it is there on ESPN.com. It is pretty lengthy, but it includes starts by players under 25, snaps by players under 25, value and length of contracts, if they've been signed to a second contract, although not many of them because 25. Here's the thing that's interesting to me, Joshy, and I want to get this out there before we get to where the Packers are. We are coming off of an unprecedented stretch in college football where guys were playing longer. So, Chewy, it wasn't just 20, 21, you graduate,
Mhm.
early leave for college because the NFL is calling and you can make a boatload of money and you've been over here, starving financially in college. Now guys are hanging out. So that means they're graduating later, and I wonder if the pool of players under 25 has diminished significantly, which could be affecting these numbers as well. Fair or unfair?
Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Because a lot of, the amount of money some of these kids are making are like mind-blowing, And
Yeah.
I have an end to how much these kids make. It is literally mind-blowing. So I think for let's say a junior to leave school where, they get the projection and stuff like that, and it's third, fourth, fifth round, they're like, the heck with it. I'm making six figures here. I'll just develop a little more and stay in school.
Truly, the only players who are leaving early or as soon as possible are the elite. I'm going to be a top 10 to 12 pick. After that, it just doesn't pay off to enter the draft as it once did in years past, because you can just make money, you can transfer, you can do all that. So it is different. The Packers do covet young players. You hear them talk about constantly, well, he's only 21. This is the type of thing we try, but they've broken that a little bit with guys like Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt. Some of the guys are a little more mature than they used to draft in the past.
So,
which is a good thing. Let the colleges develop them.
Yeah,
right?
I
Because
think
you can
make
get lost in the shuffle. And I don't know if you guys knew that, like back when I played, like Holmgren, I wouldn't say he didn't trust young players. He didn't trust them like they trust kids today, And that's why there was such a veteran presence back then. And I think there's a little bit to that today. And I think that's why you see the pivot from Gutekunst. It's like younger is not always better.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm glad that you just said that because the Packers are 30th on this list.
Which was shocking.
But here's the thing, though. In a vacuum, I think you can have that reaction of like, whoa, Packers, 30th. Look, on any list where you're aggregating talent or you're trying to predict whether or not this will be a successful endeavor or not. But then I did a little scrolling, gang, and 32nd on this list is the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
And the Rams are favored in the NFC. They're expected to contend, obviously, for the Super Bowl. So, difference in philosophy, maybe. Or maybe Brian Gutekunst has realized that being the youngest team in the league year in and year out wasn't getting him the results that he wanted, that the fan base wanted. And therefore, you tweak your recipe. You tweak your formula. You try to get a little older. You try to add veteran presence. You try to add guys who have been there, done that, because the Los Angeles Rams don't seem to have any issue signing old players, getting veterans in there, guys who they know can get the job done. And, of course, it doesn't help that, their quarterback is almost 40. But do you know what I'm saying?
But they don't value draft picks as much as, say, the Packers
picks,
don't. How many
right?
times you see them, hey, we're going to trade for Von Miller. We're going to trade for Matthew Stafford. We're going to trade, I forget the cornerback, the really good cornerback that they had for you.
They're always in the mix
You
for
left
the
out
best.
a big one that happened this
Aaron
year.
Donald, right?
Did they trade for him?
Oh, no. Sorry, Miles Garrett.
Yep. The deep
Yeah,
boy.
exactly. So they don't value. And there's something, and I remember with Sharper, Holmgren didn't trust him. In his rookie year, he was so lucky. He had 4 picks for interceptions, but it was just just such luck. And that's why they go out and get Eugene Robinson while he was still here. He's like, he might not be as fast, but he's smart and he knows what position he has to be in order to make the play. Holmgren, especially when it got playoff time, he's like, no. Okay? We'll spot play him. He is not going to be an important part of what we're doing, especially when it comes to the end of the year and playoffs. Just not going to happen.
So what I wanted to do here with this segment was sort of turn down the alarm. If anyone saw it and they thought the Green Bay Packers are 30th on this list of young talent, essentially, right? Summarizing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say, yeah, but some of these players who are very good just aged out.
Yes.
Tucker Kraft, I think, is 26. Evan Williams is 26, right? So they're just off the list.
Mm-hmm.
If those guys were on the list, Packers would likely be higher on the list. And then again, I make the argument of like, but if the Los Angeles Rams are content being one of the oldest teams in the league, and again, Matthew Stafford skews that number, and also this list is specifically about under 25 and projected production, etc. I don't think you're in bad company. I'm not sitting here willing to panic about, oh, do they not have enough young talent? We just talked the other day, Joshy, about that draft class with Jordan Love, right? Who is not old by any stretch of the imagination, and how they keep signing a lot of those guys, theoretically because they think they can help the team long term, right? So just because they're not 25 or under, I don't think means that the Packers aren't in a primed position to have youth and younger players contribute in a meaningful way.
You know what I think it was? It's Goody was so paralyzed by injuries. Just paralyzed.
And he thinks that
you're 30? You're going to get hurt. Okay. Tucker Kraft. I mean, Devontae Wyatt. These guys were all that got hurt, and they were out for the season. I don't know how old's Parsons.
I think 26 or 7.
Another one.
Yeah.
You know, everyone gets hurt, not just old guys, right? Is there a little more of a chance? Yeah, with an older guy because Achilles come into play and things like that. Sure, but you can't let it paralyze you to the point where like, oh, we got to be the youngest and the dumbest.
The thing is the list in and of itself is inherently it's just made up. The distinctions are drawn, and it doesn't really hold any, like, having a really good or a guy you're excited about at 22 doesn't mean that's going to net out to be like an awesome player. Some players rise really quickly and then fall off the map and you never hear from them again. The thing I think you want is general youth. You don't want to be aging out. You don't want to be like the Washington Commanders of last season, where they're relying on a bunch of guys who are well past their primes. They're integral parts of the team.
Yeah.
You want does anybody think Jaden Reed is just a finalized product?
No.
Does anyone think that of Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, like all those young,
No.
there's like Evan Williams and Javon Bullard are going to probably be better than they were last year.
Yeah,
because
Matthew Golden, for what it's worth, is on this list because he's 23.
Right. And they're going to continue to grow. Like, they still have plenty of youth, and they have what we all would think are most likely to be ascendant talent.
But this league now is all about, a lot of it is, and when you're talking about those 14 teams that we talked about yesterday that have a shot to win, it's all about who's the healthiest at the end of the year. You know? That's why you take like a Zaire Franklin and a Hargrave, and you're like, okay, let's spot play him a little bit.
Sprinkle him in.
He doesn't need to play 70 plays a game. And they should have done it with Josh Jacobs last year. They should have said, nope, you're sitting. Emmanuel Wilson is fine. His yards per carry were just as good.
Better.
Play him for 3 games. You know, it's all about now being healthy. And you're not going to avoid Micah Parsons or talk. Those things just happen. Everyone's going to have players that lose guys for the entire year. It's just you can't lose the right guys.
And the point of this conversation was sort of to turn off the alarm, to throw a wet blanket on anybody who might have been panicking about this projection, 30th out of 32 Green Bay Packers for talent under 25. The list that probably matters more, guys, also came from ESPN earlier this offseason, where they ranked the Green Bay Packers roster as a whole as 10th in the league.
Mm-hmm. Which is good enough to win it all.
Right.
Right?
If you're healthy.
My easiest year and a half is when I had Keith Jackson. You know? Oh, I got a series off every 3? This is great. Good and fresh. Good and healthy. You know? They just have to be smarter. Because as you do old, you know, there is a little bit more of a risk with older guys, but just be smart with it. You know, you don't need to beat them into the ground.
Looking for your next unforgettable night out in Milwaukee? Step into Upper Bar, where the city lights meet the river's edge, and every evening feels like an occasion. It's perched high above the Milwaukee River with sweeping downtown views. So Upper Bar is your stylish escape in the heart of the city. Handcrafted cocktails, curated wines, flavorful bites made for good company. Whether you're meeting friends, starting your night, or chasing the view, you'll find it all at Upper Bar. Elevated evenings in the center of it all. Visit upperbarmke.com to learn more.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. Get ready, Milwaukee. Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. from Dugout 54 on Blue Mound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Kick off your day with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Score awesome Yingling prizes. Enjoy great food and ice-cold Yingling, then cheer on the first-place crew as they take on Colorado. Nothing says summer like baseball, friends, and America's oldest brewery. We'll see you Saturday at 6 p.m. at Dugout 54 on Blue Mound. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Your garage can be more than just a place to park your car. Hey, it's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Whether it's your workshop, your project space, or where you store all the gear that comes with living an active Wisconsin lifestyle, Closets by Design can help make the most of it. Customary cabinetry, wall storage systems, and durable flooring solutions designed specifically for the way that you use the space. Right now, you can get 40% off, plus ask about special financing options. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today at closetsbydesign.com and tell them Jen sent you.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. When it comes to a home mortgage, we understand you want a simple, stress-free process, great service, and a loan you can feel good about. And for 90 years, that's exactly how we've been doing things at Great Midwest Bank. So if you're thinking about buying, building, renovating, or refinancing, get started at greatmidwestbank.com to find a knowledgeable loan officer and get the peace of mind you deserve. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code CASH to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code CASH to borrow up to $10,000. Use code CASH to borrow up to $10,000.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What's the one thing you say almost weekly here on the show?
Let's eat.
Try again.
I don't know.
What's the one thing you've got?
Big boobs.
You've got time.
Oh, time.
You've got time.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
We got there.
I needed a few more hints.
Yeah. We put you in a... That's Dave's fault.
On 94.5 ESPN.
We got so much reaction on the Carbless Talkin' text line and in the YouTube comments yesterday about our conversation about the zipper merge in Wisconsin. So much. And we had people telling us we were wrong, and we had people telling us that they were going to change their ways. It was kind of interesting.
Even Adam had pushback. He bought in 87% of the way there, but wouldn't go the rest of the way.
And the tipping point was he was not willing to admit that the people who are going all the way to the merge point are not idiots or are not jerks.
Yeah.
That he was not willing to
Mhm.
come around on that because he'd been programmed to believe that if you are scooting all the way up to the merge point, which again is what you are supposed to do when there is construction and a lane is closing, he has been programmed to believe that those people are mean.
Yeah.
They're doing the wrong
They're
thing.
pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It does make me feel similar when you see people, if say there's traffic and their lane might be backed up, and then they just drive in the shoulder for however long just to skip people, and it's like, okay, come on, it has a similar feeling, and I understand where that comes from.
Yeah,
where there is a merge point on 94 where people like to just drive through the shoulder because they can see their exit.
Sure.
There's no zipper merge happening. There's no order.
Yeah.
They just say, well, I can see it, so I'll screw all
Is
these
it Highland?
people.
Is it Highland if you're coming from?
It's similar to that, where it's like, yeah, I'm trying to go there too, but now you're just driving through a part that's not road. That's not where we're supposed to be going.
I will give everybody a tiny little. You ever come in from the south, maybe from the airport, and it's backed up around that corner? You know where the steel place is, and you're coming up on Holt and all of those things.
Yeah.
You know you can exit, and you can just cruise the exit all the way, and then just get back on.
Oh, I've done that before.
That's a great little
Yeah.
hack.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting off. I'm going to the store. Nope, just kidding. I'm
But
getting
see,
back on.
Joshy, now I'm one of those guys that you just talked about getting to the exit. And I'm so afraid of someone just, I'm on the exit too, and then bam.
Yeah. Oh, I will straddle so people can't go around me.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know.
I'm waiting. You're waiting. I'm going the same place you are, Buster.
So if we're sitting on the bleacher seats at Lambeau, you're doing the spread too.
Yeah.
You're that guy. So I wanted to let everybody know that we got an email yesterday from our friends at the Wisconsin DOT. What is the name of the gentleman who reached out to us, Joshy?
Jason, and I apologize if I get his name wrong, but I believe it's Roselle.
Okay, and Jason was also the gentleman who spoke to us last year when we wanted some sort of authoritative voice on this.
This is
right?
actually 2 years past. This is from 2024.
2 years
when I
ago.
look at our email chain here. Jason is the DOT engineering chief. Seems like a guy who knows his stuff.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
chief in your title. Yeah, you're up there. And what did the chief have to say to us?
I'll read it verbatim. I was listening to the show this morning and loved the refresher on the zipper merge. Thanks for spreading the message again. And then there's a little paragraph break here. Sounds like you need to show Adam Schefter some clips from the interview we did together, because Adam Schefter, as we mentioned, was, let's say, a little resistant to fully embracing the zipper merge and all its ways.
You know what I wonder? What would a self-driving car do?
Well,
I
if
think
you
it's
programmed
programmed
it, yeah.
into a zipper merge.
I think it is. I think it's. It would make sense, right? Because it's you in this situation. You do X versus Y. There's probably a programmatic portion of that where the decision is made for you.
And then who you flipping off? Waymo? Waymo don't care.
Have you guys ridden one of those?
No,
No.
will not, cannot,
I
not,
have
re-
not
not
yet?
ready yet, not ready yet, not.
Have you ever used a self-driving car?
No, you guys, I'm the biggest control freak you guys
Uh,
have probably
yeah.
ever met. Maybe second to your wife.
Yeah.
Whoa!
But she'll take the self-driving car.
See, then
But the only thing in Wisconsin, you have to touch the steering wheel every 30 seconds.
Oh, like if you get a rental car and it has the capability
You're
of
saying
like
like
the lane.
autonomous.
Yeah.
Like the
Yes.
what is it? The autopilot for a Tesla.
Yeah.
I saw a story online that said that people are hacking that, by the way, by wearing either hats or I think it's hats, and the hat has a face on it, and the face tricks the camera into thinking that you're looking at the road
That's
when
just
really
what we need.
they are sleeping or they are reading or they are doing work.
I believe there
Okay.
are some places, and I think Austin might be one in Texas, where you might just call an Uber and you might just end up in a driverless car. Like it's not really your choice.
But it's not legal here, I don't think.
I'm not. I've never seen one. I take Ubers fairly frequently,
Yeah.
like in the city. If they were anywhere, that feels like where they would be. But there are certainly places, you see it all the time, where it's like, for whatever reason, there's a malfunction in their software and there's 8 Waymos on one single road and they're taking up traffic and they're causing issues. That happens. see that like once a month.
Yeah.
So all I want to say here is the Wisconsin DOT essentially thanked us for our service.
Sure did.
Which I'm going to take as a win.
Mhm.
Adam Schefter didn't come completely on board with the zipper merge. That's okay. It's going to take a little longer to convert some of these people who are set in their ways. But if the Wisconsin DOT is proud of our efforts, that's all I need.
It's a good day.
Take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Roll on, ready for this Brew Crew.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We're not doing great. North and southbound 94 still closed in Racine County between Highway 20 and Highway K, all because of a crash. Now, in the backups on the northbound side, we do have yet another crash. This is closer to the Racine-Kenosha County line. 3 right lanes are blocked with this, so I would avoid the whole area if I were you. It's just kind of a mess there. Go to either the frontage roads, although those are backing up. Highway V is also kind of backing up. Go to 31 or maybe US 45 to get around this. You can get back on at 7 Mile Road or points north. We do have delays eastbound 94 from 76th Street to 35th, westbound from 35th to Hawley Road. More backups from Highway 100 all the way to about Elm Grove Road. Southbound 43, heavy from Good Hope to Bender, and then Capitol Drive to about Locust. Northbound's backed up from North Avenue up past Locust. And southbound 41, heavy from Good Hope Road down past Capitol Drive. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Touch warmer, sunny with a high of 77. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Stop buying barbecue rubs that all taste the same.
Most are loaded with sugar, fillers, and shortcuts.
Burn Pit BBQ is not.
We're a veteran-owned company right here in Wisconsin, built on doing things the right way, no shortcuts, no nonsense.
Just premium seasonings that deliver real flavor every time you fire up the grill.
Whether it's a quick dinner or feeding the whole crew, Burn Pit BBQ gives you confidence to get it right.
Burn Pit BBQ, grill with confidence.
Find us at burnpitbbq.com and now at select Walmart locations.
That's burnpitbbq.com.
Kevin Moret for Mentality. For our guys wanting to lean up and preserve their muscle mass, nothing is more powerful than combining testosterone therapy with GLP-1s. The TRT builds muscle and fuels metabolism, while GLP-1s target fat stores of the body. Clients currently combining these two revolutionary treatments look better than they have in years. This treatment isn't for everyone, only the guys that want next-level results. Start today at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
If you're tuning into the YouTube stream, you have undoubtedly noticed we got a third face. We got a third voice joining us here for the top of the hour on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. And it is none other than Mark Tauscher. Good morning, Tausch. Good to see you. I see you got the big W hat on because we have a big announcement this morning. The W, yeah, I know.
I do. Yeah, don't you guys always have three faces on your show? Like, is this a surprise, or is it that kind of that
sometimes
time of year?
four?
There's two.
Yeah, but Gabe's off today.
Yeah.
Golfing.
Sometimes five. Yeah, it's Jen, Chewy. First off, good morning. We do have a big announcement. I just jumped on my normal spot with the Vinny and the boys down at WTMJ, and some exciting news in the broadcast world, if you will, that the Wisconsin Badgers football team, men's basketball team, obviously volleyball has been now for a few years. We are coming home. The broadcast is coming back to WTMJ and simulcast on ESPN Milwaukee. So all of our fans, both in Milwaukee and obviously with WTMJ's big signal, will be broadcast across the state of Wisconsin, and we could not be more excited. I know I talked with Matt a little bit about this. We're very fired up that we're going to be back down on WTMJ in Milwaukee for all of our broadcasts throughout, I don't know how many years. I'm not privy to all that information. But for the foreseeable future, we're excited to be back on WTMJ.
Yeah, we, like you, are on a need-to-know basis around here. But this is very exciting. Obviously, the Wisconsin Badgers are the football program of note. It will be so great to be teammates with them once again as we will carry the games. Tausch, since we have you here, and I know there's been a lot of transition up top when it comes to these programs, right? We're not just talking football, basketball, volleyball, women's basketball, men's and women's hockey. How are you feeling about the direction of the program under the new AD?
Well, it's been a couple of weeks, and I'll say, Sean joined Jason and I on our show right after he got hired, and he's saying all of the right things, and I think from an administrative standpoint, there's no doubt things you need to make sure you're out in the community, you're out raising money, there's so many different hats that an athletic director has to wear, but I think just getting everybody the unity and kind of the positive vibes back around, because it just felt like there was something, it wasn't quite all clicking. And I think Sean understands all of that. And I think getting out in the community, he's definitely, a big time outreach guy. He's pressing the flesh. He's doing all of the things that you need to do to get everybody excited about this season. And I think obviously on the football side of it, we saw a lot of acquisitions throughout the transfer portal. So the real thing, and I think all of this other stuff is great, but I think Sean and everybody knows, the key to an athletic department in this day and age is your football team has to be good and it has to bring a lot of excitement. And, now on WTMJ and ESPN Milwaukee, we'll be hearing that. I want to say it's a little over a month when the Wisconsin Badgers fire up against Notre Dame up at Lambeau Field.
Tausch, my belief is what happened with this slide in the program is when they went to the air raid offense, they got away from what Wisconsin does, and that was getting all the linemen in the state to go to Wisconsin, get a good receiver, good tight end, great running back, and play great defense. They got away from that. I think now they finally realize that because there were a lot of offensive linemen leaving the state. They were going to Penn State, Michigan. They were going to Indiana. Now I think they're going to get back to locking the state down, keeping the talent here, and approaching, the future is like I said. You buy into that?
Well, there's no doubt that the formula for when Wisconsin was at its best, and that obviously is Barry Alvarez, Brett Bielema, Paul Christ, we had really good run. It was we were physical up front. We were going to be able to pound people. And there's no doubt when Luke Fickell came in, I think that kind of the initial thought was, Luke Fickell's going to play great defense. And for as much as there's been some downturn in the program, nobody's going to argue that. Mm-hmm. Defensively last season, the Wisconsin's defense, especially at the end of the year, was very good. But no question, you see it with kind of the recruiting approach. There's a big class of young players, a lot of linemen coming in next season. There's obviously a lot of portal kids that are going to be filling the offensive line this year. That brand of football works here. We've seen it. There's no question that I think that is going to be one of the things that Luke Fickell and this staff is going to focus big time on is this is the formula that wins here. That doesn't mean you can't go and get a bunch of skill guys and a quarterback and everything else, but it is always going to be the bedrock for this football program is going to be offensive line, tight ends that can block and that can move people out of the way so he can run the football effectively.
Mark Tauscher joining us this morning here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy to talk about the new partnership. It's an old partnership that has been renewed between WTMJ and Badgers Athletics. Badger football's home will be 620 WTMJ going forward after a multi-year, multi-sport deal was reached with the two sides. All right, Tausch, what should the patience level be? What should the leash be? Because we have talked about how teams like Indiana go out there, they turn things around immediately, and then all of a sudden there's this expectation like, well, if they can do it, anyone can do it. What realistically should the patience level be to get Wisconsin football to an elite level?
It's a great question, and I think the Indiana thing has completely flipped in the way this new system of college football goes. I mean, Vanderbilt down in the SEC was the laughing stock for a long time, and they flipped it. So just because you were good before doesn't mean you're owed anything in the future. As far as Wisconsin football, we need to see some growth, especially on the offensive side of the football. And if you can get there, I know everybody is looking at the schedule. And obviously that first game against Notre Dame up at Lambeau is going to be a monster test. We're going to be huge underdogs. But when you start looking at the rest of the schedule, I do think everybody has a much higher level of optimism about where this team is. And it can't just be, well, let's wait 2 or 3 years, because 2 or 3 years in college football is a decade. You need to see some real you need to see some market improvement, especially on the offensive side of the football when you're looking at Wisconsin right now. So I don't think that you don't get a lot of grace. That's not what you've signed up for when you have a big-time program and you're in a big-time conference. Things have to change quickly, and I think that's where Wisconsin is looking, saying, all right, we have these games. I think you look at the schedule and you think that, I'm not going to make any crazy predictions, but there is no doubt that this team needs to have a lot better results than what we saw the last 2 seasons.
Tausch, is it as simple as they need more NIL money, or is it more than that?
Well, I think there's always going to be the money component's going to make a big difference, but I do think you saw more resources get put into football. There's more players that I think Wisconsin really targeted. I really think the last 2 or 3 years, everybody is trying to figure out what their formula is going to be. There's not unlimited resources here like there is maybe at LSU or some of the SEC schools or Ohio State. You have to really be selective with who you're going to bring in, and then you have to get some good luck. And this isn't to make excuses. This is just facts. You spend your NIL money on your quarterbacks. The quarterbacks can't make it through 3 games. Mm-hmm. And then you're scrambling, and you're trying to figure out, and you have a new system with Phil Longo. You're trying to figure things out. It just didn't work. So now you saw it right off the bat when the portal opened, I don't know, whenever that was, middle of December. You saw selective guys coming in, and Wisconsin was able to secure a lot of the talent that they wanted. So the resources matter, but I still think there's an important part to getting guys to buy in, even if it's only for 8 months. You get that buy-in from the players, and you get the right talent, you develop it, and you coach it. That is what I think Wisconsin's going to be. I don't think we're ever going to be in a position where we're going to be able to spend like the Texases and the LSUs.
Mm-hmm.
Tausch, you do a fantastic job on the radio as the color commentary voice for the Wisconsin Badgers. What surprised you most about that gig? I think you've been doing it full-time now for a few seasons. What surprised you most about being the guy, traveling with the team, the Big Ten expansion? Like, what was the thing where you were like, whoa, that caught me off guard?
Well, I'll tell you what didn't catch me off guard, and I know Matt LePay is going to be joining some folks earlier, is just how awesome he is at his job and how easy he makes it for an analyst to sit there. The hard part of the job is getting it back to Matt, because there's so much stuff happening, and you have like a 10, 15-second window, and for everybody that listens to me, I bloviate a lot, and I go on weird tangents. Matt, well, yeah, thanks, Josh. I know you appreciate that. And having to get it back, and then with the different tempo that teams play with, sometimes there's no huddle, and it's like, all right, and you have to get – you can see Matt kind of, because he's got to get the formation and everything else. So the hard part of it is to get more succinct. I've been doing this now, I think, 3 years. That succinct level probably still needs to improve upon, if that makes any sense.
Tausch, what do you think of the unis for the Notre Dame game? I love them, but there was some pushback on the show here that they didn't love them.
He said,
I think they're awesome. I love the red.
Do you?
Oh,
here's the deal. Chewy, I don't know how you feel about when the Packers go to their frozen out or the all whites. Obviously, I'm never going to be an all white guy. It's just not going to be a good look for me as a player. I'm a traditional cat, man. I love the traditional look of the jerseys. I know players, this generation, they love all of this, black pants and black helmet and all red and all. Just give me the traditional jerseys that look the part and that you can go out and you can recognize. The hard part is, especially analyzing, now with all these single numbers, there's some times where you really, and your eyesight starts going a little bit, you got to really tune in the binos. And this red on red, I'm not sure how easily those numbers are going to pop.
All right.
So there's a lot of reasons why I don't love it. Plus, red makes you angry. I want to feel joy when I'm doing it. But again, man, these jerseys aren't for me. But that doesn't mean that the players see it. If the players love it and they're going to play well, I'm all in for it.
See, now, Tausch, I will always hold the all-whites in Green Bay near and dear to my heart because of the late, great John Madden giving our buddy Frankie Bag of Donuts his nickname, because everyone can picture in the supermarket the white bag of donuts. Well, absolutely love it. And he hates it, Tausch,
sure.
right? You know.
I know he hates it.
Yeah.
Well, Chewy, who would love it if you're sitting in your stance and the most legendary broadcaster in the history of the NFL is circling your gut or circling things and saying, I got a bag of donuts there. I understand why Frank doesn't like it, and it's probably a very similar reason why I don't. Chewy, if we're all sculpted like you, we probably wouldn't have a problem with the white, all-white jerseys. But
fair. But
that's not where we're at in our life.
Tausch, the all-whites are supposed to make you faster. It didn't translate to me.
Well, no, black shoes.
Yeah.
Black shoes are supposed to make you faster. So you got to go all white with the black shoes.
Okay. I'm still
That
learning.
will be the look that I think everybody's looking for.
Tausch, we really appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule this morning to talk about this partnership. Badger football returning to 620 WTMJ, and it is not just football. It will continue to be volleyball. It will be men's and women's hockey. It will be women's basketball, and it will be men's basketball. A great partnership that we are very excited about here at Good Karma Brands and on ESPN Milwaukee. Tausch, have a good one. We'll
Thanks,
talk to you
Tausch.
again soon.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Pretty nice of Tausch to.
I'm a little shocked.
What? About the unis?
I thought he would love the unis.
What do you like about the unis?
I love the red.
They're always going to be red.
Yeah, but that's a different. It's a heartwarming. It's a rose red, right?
Is it for the Rose Bowl? Might be. So there's
I
something
don't know.
there. I like the silver numbers for the Lombardi. Don't say ugh.
I did.
Okay.
The only thing I'd give pushback on are the things on the shoulder pads because it looks a little Oregon-y.
Okay.
The stripes that are made to look fancy. And
I don't know.
sleek.
I think they're sweet.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Big announcement this morning. Appreciate Tausch taking some time to hang out with us. We'll take a break. Do we have Top 8 at 8 next?
We do.
Oh, boy.
It might be Badgers themed.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
All right, we'll take a break. Be right back after this here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
94 north and southbound closed between Highway 20 and Highway K. Now, we've been talking about this one all morning long. Delays in either direction heading into those closures. Now, that earlier accident, northbound 94 in the backups, this is closer to the Highway KR, the Racine-Kenosha County line, that had 3 lanes of traffic that were blocked. Well, now northbound 94 is completely blocked at Highway KR. So, again, let me reiterate. Let's just stay away from 94 through Racine County, period, in either direction. It'll save you some headaches. US 45 is an option. Highway 31 is an option through Racine. Even the frontage roads, I think you could probably do, although those are definitely getting heavier. But just be aware that it is not going to be a fun ride. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Touch warmer, sunny with a high of 77. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. Weather's brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. For custom apparel that helps your team, business, or event stand out, choose Big Frog. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jen Latta. I've spent my career around athletes, coaches, and people looking for an edge. That's why I was so impressed when I visited Revival in Brookfield. From kickboxing-inspired fitness, Kaiser cutting-edge performance training, yoga, bar, Pilates, and a suite of recovery experiences that include red light therapy, infrared sauna, cold plunge, and contrast therapy, Revival is redefining fitness and wellness all under one roof. Limited Tier 1 memberships are now available while they last. Schedule a tour today at revivalbrookfield.com.
Joint pain is awful when you're the person who is fighting through it, but I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected by it. Maybe you have a loved one who struggles with joint pain. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's time to be outside, moving, living, playing. Hey, it's Ben Brust, and let's talk about getting back to that life. At QC Kinetics, that's happening every day. People who are stuck in the cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it with regenerative treatments done right there in the office. No surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. They hear about it all the time, not just from patients, but from the people around them. He's back. If this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers free consultations to see if you're a good candidate. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What operating system does a Chewy computer run on?
I believe it's a Cat 14.
It's a COS. It's a Chewy operating system.
I was thinking Windows 98.
Yeah, very similar.
It's dial-up. Let me get my modem.
Chewy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what I always say, happy wife means a happy life. And a lot of times that starts with a visit to the Jewelry Center. From custom-made in Milwaukee engagement rings to everyday pieces like diamond earrings or gold chain for a special occasion. The Jewelry Center does it all. And here's the thing. They design everything in-house. So you can sit down with an expert, build the perfect ring, and it may cost a lot less than you think. When that day comes for my boys to take that next step, I know exactly where they're going. They're going to the Jewelry Center. Just ask Gabe. Gabe had a great experience. Stop into one of their 4 locations, Brookfield, Greenfield, Burlington, or Mequon today.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork. You pine. Huh?
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach.
Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken! Oh my God!
Show me chicken!
Top 8 at 8 is brought to you by Burn Pit BBQ, premium rubs, sauces, and seasonings.
No Gabe today to hold it down for top 8 at 8. Joshy, what do we got?
I'm going to need you guys to help me out and knock out a lot on this list because it's going to be hard to both answer questions and answer the phone.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So I'm relying on you guys here.
I mean, that feels like a fool's errand. But
I know. I've done it before, and it's bit me in the butt before, but I'm really hoping. All right. This, to honor the Wisconsin Badgers and the announcement that they have the new home here in Milwaukee, you can listen to Badgers football games right here on ESPN Milwaukee all throughout the season. I am looking for the top 8 rushers in Wisconsin Badgers football history. So it's their career as Badgers. The most rushing yards in their time as a Wisconsin Badger.
So I think this is a good list.
Yeah.
Because I think the running backs for Wisconsin have
Notable.
been their bread and butter,
Yeah.
right? A lot of these guys jumped to the league off the success they had at Wisconsin. So where do you want to start, you?
The obvious one.
Ron.
Huh?
Are you going Ron Dane? Is
Yeah.
The obvious one? How far back do you think this list goes? You think?
It's not in order. It's just the.
Oh, by the most.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
then Ron Dane.
Yes. Career yards.
Sorry,
yes.
I thought it was going to be most recent.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Too. It's just in their career who had the most all throughout the history of the Wisconsin Badgers, and of course, the GOAT of Badgers running back Ron Dane had 7,125 rushing
That is
yards.
unbelievable.
Number one.
Let's
go with Melvin.
Melvin Gordon is fourth on the list. He had 4,676 rushing yards as a Wisconsin Badger.
Jonathan Taylor's got to be on this list.
Jonathan Taylor is second. He had 6,174 rushing yards as a Wisconsin Badger.
So still 1,000 yards behind
Yep.
Ron Dane.
That's crazy. Yeah, but did Ron play all four?
Ron-
Or did he leave as a junior?
Ron played all four. Jonathan Taylor played 3.
Okay. James White.
James White is fifth on the list. He had 4,015 yards, and he also got his Super Bowl MVP stolen from him years later.
Did he? I did not know that.
No, they gave it to Tom Brady, even though James White was like the most
I thought
important
it was
part.
physically. I mean, right? The way he led into it.
I don't know what you want me to agree to here, so I'm willing to step out onto that ledge.
Okay.
How about Monte Ball?
Monte Ball.
Monte Ball is third with 5,140 career rushing yards. You guys have knocked out the top 5.
Oh, that's good.
That's helping, right?
It's a great start.
Who was the guy from Racine? Racine Park.
Oh, that's going back a ways.
But he was good. Am I right,
No,
Josh?
I don't know who that is.
You're not looking for the right person. I'll give you guys a-
I'm wrong.
Yes.
You think Braylon's on this list?
How about Joe Amici? Don Amici.
Don Amici.
Don Amici. His brother played after him, but he got hurt.
Joe, yep.
His junior year, and he.
I don't know if Amici's
Let's
on
go.
this
You
list.
know what the hell? Don Amici. Where is he on the list anywhere?
Not in the top 10. That's all I have.
All
I
right.
didn't
But that
extend
was a good
past that.
guess.
Sure.
How about his brother Joe?
Nope.
All right, I'm out.
There's one name here that might be a little bit of a challenge. The rest of them, you guys were definitely sentient football fans.
PJ Hill is on this list.
PJ Hill, sorry, is 6th with 3,942.
Good pull.
Again, this is when I was covering the Wisconsin Badgers.
Oh, I finally remember the guy.
Who?
I can't tell you.
We'll just say his name.
No.
What do you mean no?
Well, then we'll have to give it up because we cannot win the Burn
The
Pit
only other
Barbecue.
person that I can think of is Braylon, and I don't know if he's top 8 or not.
Should I tell her?
Go ahead.
John Clay.
I just shake it.
John Clay's not on the list. Chewy, you're out.
That's a good guess, though.
It's a good guess in so much as it was a Wisconsin Badgers running back.
Yes, you nailed that. We are still looking for 8, 9, and 10.
I thought this was the 8 at 8.
Wait, sorry. You're so right. There's 7 and 8, Arlen.
Okay.
Jeez, goodness.
It's contagious.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys are bringing me down. Let's put out the phone call, 800-990-3776.
Is Braylon Allen on the list?
Braylon Allen is on the list, and that is the 8th one. So we are going to put it up to the
That's-
callers
All right.
for
I didn't think it was
number
gonna be on the list.
7. We are looking for the 7th all-time leading rusher, 800-990-3776. Braylon Allen, to mention, did only play 3 years, but had 3,494 rushing yards in his career as a Wisconsin Badgers running back.
800-990-3776. We're going to let Joshy handle the phones while we wait here. He's picking up the calls. He's going to see who else is out there. We only have one left on this morning's list, which is the top 10 rushers in Badgers history. Ron Dane, of course, number 1 on that list. Jonathan Taylor, second on the list. Who do we have first, Joshy?
Mike in Franklin. Do you have the correct running back that is 7th all-time in career rushing yards?
Brent Moss.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Brent
That's a good
Moss,
guess, though.
unfortunately, is 9th on the list, so just out of the reach there
Forgot
to
about
make
him.
the list.
800-990-3776.
Let's just do a little something here.
What do you got, Joshy?
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I can hear the radio in the background.
There's a delay.
Well, there is, but still,
Did you can him, Joshy?
like tuna.
I sure did.
All right.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chad from Newburgh.
Chad, do you have the 7th all-time leading rusher in Badgers history?
Anthony Davis.
Oh, I remember Anthony Davis.
Unfortunately, Anthony Davis is not
Good
on
guess, though.
the list.
Good guess. God, they've had a lot of good running backs, huh?
Oh, yeah. This is where Joshy goes, adoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Randy.
Randy, do you have the last name on
Yeah.
our list?
How about Rufus the Roadrunner Ferguson?
Nailed it.
I don't know who that is. It is not the name I'm looking for.
Is this the tough one you were talking about, John?
Yes. This one dates a little bit back here into
I
the
know
lore.
who it is.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jeff from Greenfield.
Jeff, do you have number 7 on our list?
How about Billy Merrick?
That will do it. Billy
Nice.
Merrick.
See, I was going to say Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch.
Billy Merrick had 3,709 career rushing yards for the Wisconsin Badgers.
When did he play? I don't remember him.
72 through
okay,
75.
that's why.
Yes.
Okay.
That one we had to go a little back, a little prior to
That's
our
it. That
time.
was a solid list, though. Who was a better pro, Jonathan Taylor or Melvin Gordon?
Jonathan Taylor. I think Melvin was very good for a time, but Jonathan Taylor has now, I think, surpassed.
Eclipsed him. Okay.
Yeah.
Good list. Solid.
Appreciate you doing that work for us, Joshy, last minute, as Gabe usually handles it.
I do have to tell everyone the top 8 at 8 is brought to you by Burn Pit BBQ. It's veteran-owned, built for serious backyard grilling. You can find it at Walmart or Burn Pit BBQ. And our lucky winner will be going home with a nice little prize pack from our friends at Burn Pit BBQ.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Guys, can I tell you about my friends over at Closets by Design? You guys know that I love what they did with my closet because they gave me organization. They gave me peace of mind. And it doesn't have to be your closet. Maybe you have a mudroom. Heck, maybe your garage is all kinds of crazy, all kinds of disorganized, unorganized. Closets by Design can help with that as well. Wisconsin Lifestyles means you have a lot of stuff, right? Golf clubs, hockey bags, hunting gear, fishing gear. I know that our snowblower takes up a huge chunk of our garage. If you need to keep things organized and you want them out of sight, Closets by Design has wall storage systems to maximize your space. They've got durable garage flooring that is built to last. Everything can be customly designed around how you, that's right, you, use your garage. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It is customizable so that you can get exactly what you need. Right now, they got 40% off. You can ask about special financing options as well. Schedule your free in-home design consultation. What do you have to lose? At closetsbydesign.com. They're located right in Mequon.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Northbound and southbound 94 closed in through Racine County, basically between Highway 20 and Highway K. Northbound's actually closed from Highway KR, the Racine-Kenosha County line, all because of yet another crash. So all this whole area is just not great. Your best bet would be to avoid 94 through Racine County. Eastbound 94 backing up from 68th Street to 35th. Westbound slowing from 35th to Hawley Road. Northbound 41 backing up from Mayfair Road all the way to Capitol Drive. Southbound's backed up from Good Hope Road to Capitol. And then we got some backups southbound on 43 from Good Hope to Bender Road and then from Hampton to about Locust. Traffic is brought to you by MoMA. MoMA is the new name connecting trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, getting you back in action with expert evaluation and innovative treatments provided in their offices, the Surgery Center, Ortho Laser, or MOSH. Call or walk in today. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Touch warmer, sunny with a high of 77. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof siding and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Ready for a weekend you won't forget? Get to the Brewers Series against the Rockies Friday, July 24th through Sunday the 26th. There's a game for every fan. See a Brewers postgame alumni legends game on Friday. Then collect a Brewers Guess Who giveaway Saturday night, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Looking for an unbeatable family day? Join the crew Sunday when the first 5,000 kids get a local artist t-shirt giveaway designed by Unfinished Legacy. Get tickets at brewers.com.
ESPN Milwaukee fans, it's Gabe Neitzel here, and I want to introduce you to Jens Family Chiropractic. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, headaches, or sciatica, Jens Family Chiropractic focuses on finding the cause of the problem, not just helping you manage the symptoms. For nearly 10 years, they've helped Milwaukee area patients find real answers through personalized care and advanced treatment options. Learn more and check out their new patient special at jensfamilychiropractic.com. That's jensfamilychiropractic.com.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Since January, I've already lost 40 pounds and dropped a couple pant sizes. This program has been simple, safe, and their team has helped me every step of the way. Best of all, it's built to help keep the weight off for good. If you're looking for a weight loss program that works, Milwaukee Weight Loss is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You got to have a condiment with the bread.
Yeah, you want
can't
some
eat the
sort
bread
of
alone.
Yeah, you want some sort of lubricant with the bread. Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
It's just necessary.
You follow
Like
me
you
here?
don't want to just be sitting there eating like pieces of white bread with nothing on it.
Can't be going dry.
Yeah, it can't be raw dog and just white bread.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Are you buying or building a new home? Great Midwest Bank can help guide you every step of the way. How do I know this? Because Great Midwest Bank has guided us on all of our big moves like that. They have flexible mortgage pre-approvals. They are fast. They will help you through every next big life decision. And one of the best things about Great Midwest Bank, they are local loan officers. They're your neighbors. From start to finish, you can bank with confidence, see all of their customizable products at greatmidwestbank.com. It's Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender. Captain Matty Ice weighing in on the YouTube stream. Remember, you can always stream the show on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube page. He says, man, that 2010 to 2023 stretch of running backs was so fun. Absolutely. 100%. That's why their names just popped for us, right? Like, these were the guys.
Yeah.
These were the workhorses. These were the ones driving the offense.
It felt like for a while there, not only did they have the guy that was super good, you knew who the next one was, and they just needed more opportunity to continue to escalate.
Could you name the running backs from the last 3 years?
Braylon Allen, and then I start to have trouble. I would be refreshed of them, but there's a lot of in and out guys.
Well, they need to get back to that.
Yes.
Because the top running backs were coming here because they knew that they would have a great offensive line. And
yeah, it felt like a combination. Some of them, like the Jonathan Taylors, Melvin Gordons, they were just like ascendant, different level talents.
Yeah.
But like, I remember a guy like Brian Calhoun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember
He
Brian
was
Calhoun.
great as a Badgers running back.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was a product of the system, product of the talent. It felt like a little of both there.
Look at all the offensive linemen that came out during that time, and there were a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So need to get back to that.
Okay, so I want to talk about the Milwaukee Brewers because the Brewers got another victory yesterday. And a big reason why, and I know I sent this to you guys, but they don't win that game yesterday if it's not for Joey Ortiz and Christian Yelich. Christian Yelich, who we had a conversation about earlier this week about, his recent struggles, used the S word, slump, when it comes to the captain, the leader of this team. But Christian Yelich went 2 for 5 with a triple, a 2 RBI. Ortiz went 3 for 3 with a double, a triple, a walk, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI. A fantastic day for both of those guys who have been mired at times in their own struggles. Has Joey Ortiz and his success at third base eliminated the need for the Brewers to go out and get a long-term solution, go out and get it? And I don't even know if who they would go out and get would be a long-term solution, right? There's always the possibility of it being a rental. But have you liked what you've seen from Joey Ortiz, Joshy, so much that you are willing to forego going out and quote-unquote shoring up the left side of the infield?
I don't know if I'm totally willing to forgo it, but the idea has crossed my mind that maybe Joey Ortiz is just better suited to be a third baseman. Whatever that means, however that works, sometimes MLB athletes, when they find a place that they're most comfortable in, the hitting seems to follow. If they're not being moved around, they aren't having to have different assignments, more pressure on them. I don't know if I'm fully out on it because Joey has been streaky in his past. I definitely am not into the idea of a long-term solution because I believe third base is going to be Jesus Mades when that happens, and then Pena will have an outfield spot is the most likely scenario I see there. But I do think there is potential, and there could be guys out there that maybe you platoon, maybe you figure out a way to get more at-bats for everyone. But at this point, you just have to play Joey Ortiz.
You got to ride the hot hand, right, Chew, at this point?
I just would like a little more pop somewhere. I don't care where,
Totally
but
agree.
someone that can come up and go yard a lot more often than they do. But I agree with you. You play the hot hand. He's playing real well, and that was a big question mark when who went down? Forget his name.
Luis Rengifo?
No, the guy that came from the Red Sox.
Caleb Durbin?
No, he's hurt. Hamstring. Who was playing third before Ortiz?
David Hamilton?
Hamilton.
There it is.
Yeah, Hamilton. But it just feels like they just need someone with a little more pop in their bat. But I think one place we are discounting a little bit, starting pitching has been really good. Even yesterday. Henderson's not, he had a nice game. I know they're playing the Mets, but
I think
we undervalue like Gasser and Henderson, and
I think they're all good. They're all just so inconsistent. It's hard to bank on them come playoff time.
You think?
I think for a regular season, guys like that, when healthy, are more than adequate to get you through a season, fill innings, get you wins, and not get you blown out. A lot of these guys aren't necessarily big issues. I think what you're trying to do, though, is raise the floor when it comes playoff time. That's why you hear them in talks with, in conversation of suggestions with Skubal, Sonny Gray, a lot of those guys that are more veteran and a more solid presence. Because I still think,
even Freddie,
right,
whose name was mentioned. Obviously.
When you think of the Henderson, Gasser, Harrison, all those guys, you think, yeah, they've been good, and I've seen them be great at times. But I don't know if we can rely on that when it's playoff time and it's do or die situation.
I just think you want a certain, and there's no such thing as certainty in baseball, right? Because look at Jacob Mizorowski, who they're sort of working back from his break during the All-Star break. Look at what's going on with Harrison. Like, you have issues that are going to pop up. But I do think having a bona fide stud in that 3 spot, and I'm not talking about the 3 hole, I'm talking about the 3rd spot in the rotation, would ease some of the anxiety that Joshy is talking about, right?
Yes.
Are all of those guys capable of going out and doing it? Yes. But I don't think that there is a long enough track record from each of them to feel like this is a guaranteed win, or again, as close to a guaranteed win as you can get in baseball. The question is essentially, is there enough rotation depth beyond Kyle Harrison and Jacob Mizorowski?
Let me ask you this, though. Is it just the Dodgers? Can this lineup beat Atlanta? I'm talking in the playoffs. I'm talking in the playoffs. Can they beat the Phillies? Can they beat the Cubs? Are we just talking about the Dodgers here when we're talking about adding another stud arm? I mean, do you think they...
Not necessarily. You certainly, with teams like Atlanta and teams like Philly, they can really hit. And I don't think it suits the Brewers to get into high-scoring games. I think you're trying to keep that down. That's why most of the names mentioned, Casey Mize, one of them, Sandy Alcantara is another, Joe Ryan has been floated out, Clay Holmes. Those are all things to try and keep the runs down so the Brewers can do what they do, scrap out runs, get you way to
So a stud arm puts you over the top, Phillies, Cubs.
Yes.
Atlanta, and you're a push when it comes.
That's what you're trying. I don't know if you
the
truly
Dodgers.
would. Like, the Dodgers would still be favorites in that series, but it wouldn't be probably what the gap is now if you got more strength in the pitching staff. The one I've been interested in is the Mason Miller thing. That now it seems like he's quite available, and that really makes you feel awesome about the bullpen if that is on the back end there.
If you're one of these people out there who are going, I don't know, again, we've had the conversation of how much do you trust the front office? The number here is very high, but even Murph is now on the record as saying, if somebody asked me, could you guys use a starting pitcher? Do you have a need in the bullpen? The answer is yes and yes. So the skip is telling you, these are the things we need. And if we know anything about Matt Arnold and company, who I believe was joining 620 this morning, I was going to ask the guys if there was anything he said of interest, of note there. Matt Arnold is going to listen to his skip. He's going to listen to Pat. He's going to say, what do you need? And I think he's going to do everything he can within reason to go out and get those things. And oh, by the way, guys, I don't think it's going to hurt that much, right? Because that's one of the things that Eric said to me this morning over on 620. He goes, I'm just worried it's going to hurt. And I go, what would hurt? They're so deep.
Yeah.
They're locking these guys up.
Yeah.
Now, again, a season-ending injury to one of those guys, yeah, things get a little more dire. You get a little more tense, right? But other than that, they've done such a good job of stockpiling that cupboard. I'm not sure that anything you would have to give up to shore up these deficiencies is going to really be an ouch button.
It wouldn't crush your minor league system.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, they go from first to 12th in rankings.
Yeah, if they did go get a stud, which pitcher goes to the bullpen?
I think you probably have to move some
a lot of them,
around, right?
You're already shrinking the rotation in the playoffs from 5 to 4, 3 maybe, depending on how the things shake out. If they get that bye, it obviously helps as well.
And right
McCullers is probably a bullpen guy.
Yeah, and right now the roster isn't where they would like it to be in the postseason because you have Kyle Harrison on the IL. So there's enough. They've been kind of shuttling guys around between Robert Gasser, Cameron Crowe was a name they had used in previous. There's a bunch of, they have the space to do it, and you wouldn't be sacrificing much because of that. Because there's guys coming in that, I'm familiar with the names, but they have like a handful of MLB appearances ever. And that's sort of the way they've been getting through with the off time for the Mizorowski and Kyle Harrison on the IL.
Okay.
Brewers get the day off. They'll be back in action tomorrow. We'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Roll on right after this.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Kevin Rett from Mentality Men's Health. Here's what we've learned in treating 25,000 men. You can't just rely on testosterone alone anymore. To run at full capacity, your body needs peptide therapy on top of your TRT. Our physician's treatment designed to support your recovery, repair, and performance with peptide therapy. A custom plan around your numbers, monitored every step of the way. Testosterone levels the field, and peptides drive your results. Start today at lowtusa.com.
This summer, escape to Lake Lawn Resort, where lake life meets resort luxury. Nestled along the shores of beautiful Delavan Lake, Lake Lawn is the perfect destination for a weekend getaway, family vacation, or even a few days to simply unplug and recharge. Enjoy boating and water sports, lakeside golf at Majestic Oaks, relaxing spa treatments, exceptional dining, and breathtaking sunsets along 2 miles of shoreline. Whether you're looking for adventure on the water or a quiet lakeside retreat, the perfect Wisconsin summer is waiting at Lake Lawn Resort. Visit lakelawnresort.com to book your stay today.
Kenny here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of the guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's a delicious, portable, zero-sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on summer with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Hey, it's Wendy here. Are you looking to rebound from your high-interest credit card debt? A SoFi personal loan could help. Consolidate your debt with a SoFi personal loan into one low monthly payment, and you could save money on interest over time. And with as soon as the same day funding, you could hit the ground running ASAP. Apply today with no fees required at SoFi.com/debt rebound. Loans originated by SoFi Bank. NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debt rebound.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Where else can you get football analysis that includes things like dropsies and pixies and interceptsies and flowy? It's flowy.
Flowy.
The offense needs to be more flowy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I hadn't really thought about this, but we have Scott weighing in on the YouTube stream. That's ESPN Milwaukee YouTube stream. Third baseman Joey O is an all-star shortstop. He could be a trade piece. I hadn't really thought about that being an option for as you are trying to go out and acquire.
I don't know if people are going to be knocking down the door for Joey Ortiz, given his
past struggles,
full breadth of work.
Yeah, resume.
Yeah, when you take it all into account.
Weren't they kicking it around, though, when they brought Pratt up?
I think people were discussing it because it's sort of where is he going to play? What are you going to do at that position? But it sort of seems like he might be more valuable to the Brewers than he would be to a team looking to acquire talent. But, hey, you never know.
I am seeing people on the YouTube stream who are excited about Chewy stumping Joshy with the David Hamilton.
Yeah. I had that on a platter for you.
I can't believe you're not going to be here tomorrow. No Reach-You. It's like the highlight of my week is watching you work through things that you've actually said earlier in the week. We put it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Infinity Exterior poll this morning. Which Packers rookie will have the biggest impact this season? Cisse, Dennis Sutton, Burton, or McClellan? Cisse is the runaway favorite from the loyal listeners this morning. And I think the thought is that they hope he will be an impact player because that means that they will likely have upgraded at the cornerback position.
Yeah, like I said, if it's going to happen, it'll happen middle of the season once he gets his feet wet. I mean, they really can't move him to nickel because Bullard's so good. So he'd have to be a rotational guy. And I think they're going to work him in slowly. But, next week camp starts. We're going to.
I mean, a couple more blown tackles from Carrington Valentine might just be like, all right, we're done with this.
You would say Keyshawn's safe, though.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's guaranteed to be there. But Carrington Valentine's inability to make tackles that would change the course of games really came to rear its ugly head through the latter portion of the season.
Meanwhile, Zebediah says, I hope it's Cisse, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Deny. I always have to stop myself because I want to say Danny. Deny Dennis Sutton because edge is a hole without Micah Parsons. I would be shocked, though, if they feel comfortable throwing Dennis Sutton in there right away in Parsons' absence.
Yeah. The path for him is basically he's so good you can't keep him off the field. Whereas a guy like Cisse has one person to compete with, and that person has shown in the past an inability to do what the position needs.
Are we also inflating or maybe overinflating Cisse's potential because he's a second-round pick? They don't have a first-round pick. He was their top pick this past year. We do that, right? Like
I think we do. You go back to Golden. Golden thought he was going to have a breakaway, and he had a decent season. He turned it on at the end of the year, but with rookies, it's just hard. I mean, there's a rookie wall. There's a lot of different things, and we all believe that Golden kind of struggled with the playbook. I mean, it's a real thing, especially on a high-profile position like that. It's not like you're playing weak side linebacker or anything like that.
Answer me this question.
Yeah.
Why can players like Emeka Ibuka, Malik Neighbors, the guys who instantly come in and make an impact, does it be like
even go on the same side of the ball as we're talking about with Cisse with Cooper DeJean?
Yeah, how do some players get so much more ready? Is it what they did in college, or is it coaching? Or is it individual? They're not hitting the books enough.
It's retaining it. I mean, I always talk about how quickly you have to process things. Some guys don't process as fast as other guys do. I always talk about seeing ghosts out there. You don't want to see ghosts. You see ghosts, you chase ghosts, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's a touchdown. So,
is there a case to be made that some teams just cater towards young players better than others?
I think they give them more of a chance.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's you can do that when you have no expectations.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, let's go see. Now that doesn't apply to the Eagles, and I just mentioned Cooper DeJean. He was injured to start the season, but he came in week 6, and he started every game after that.
But, like,
You know?
what do the Giants or Buccaneers have to lose?
Well, they don't.
Right.
But when you're talking the Packers, one game makes a difference,
Yes.
possibly. Home field, a bye, all that stuff. So.
All right, you're gone tomorrow.
See ya.
It's me and Uncle Homer. Then Gabe and Chewy is done. Wildy and Tosh is next on ESPN Milwaukee.